Hello, this is Russ Mayo, Motivation Mentor. Just wanted to say thank you for stopping by my blog. I'm almost floating right now, and the reason is after going to an event this weekend, I was in Chicago with 5,000 like-minded people. Now, I know a lot of you that are stopping by my blog have been in companies where they have company events and company meetings, and sometimes they're all rah and all that kind of stuff, and you do get excited and everybody gets excited, and then come Monday they go back to their work world and forget all about what they learned, or they don't put into action what they learned. However, this event was a little different. The people there were all like-minded. However, they were, how do I put it, unique. There was so many different personalities, so many different characters and backgrounds and everything. The people were genuine. And I'll be quite honest with you, you're going to find somebody that you can relate to. And there were some people there that just totally didn't push any buttons. And it's just because they were literally so opposite of the way that I think or something. However, there was enough people, they all had the same goal. The bottom line later on was the same goal. And it's hard to explain. It's like saying, I'm going to party like it's 1999. And you went to this awesome party and your best friend wasn't able to be there. And so you're trying to explain to him the day after the party, wow, you should have seen so-and-so was there. And you know that girl so-and-so, she was there. And, we had so much fun. But you can't reproduce it because they weren't there. They couldn't feel the vibe. They couldn't feel the excitement. However, what we did, obviously, there was excitement, there was vibes, there was all of that stuff. But why were we there? Well, the name of the event was called Get Money. And I have some people that think about getting money as maybe evil. Some people think about money as in the wrong perspective. I mean, you need money to, just to survive. You got to have money to put a roof over your head and food on the table. However, some people were making outrageous amount of money. I mean, outrageous. And when I say that, I mean, it's hard to actually comprehend. For example, if I told you you could make, $100,000 a month, you're thinking, yeah, right. I'd like to make $100,000 a year. Right? Everybody's on different levels. And some people, when you're talking about that, when you're on the internet and you're looking around and you see these things where people say, I made, a gazillion dollars. You're just like, yeah, right. The thing is, there's different people in this business that are making unreal amount of money. And when it seems like it's just obscene. Here's what the whole theme of the weekend was. It was named Get Money. However, after you get the money, what do you do with the money? For example, let me ask you, if how many of us been through that routine where you say the Powerball's up to, $250 million. And of course, some of you go out and get a Powerball ticket, and then you talk with your wife or your husband and say, what would I do with it? I'd pay off the house. I'd buy a new house. I'd buy a new car. I'd buy, but that kind of money, after you can only spend so much of it realistically. And then what do you do? For me personally, I would find something where I could be useful in the community, giving it to my church, giving it to the Red Cross, giving it to whoever, for a purpose, a cause, and you're passionate. Part of what we talked about almost everybody talked about is what is your cause? What is your passion? So for example, if you set a goal and your goal is to make $10,000, that seems like almost a bottom level goal in this business. It's like the bar is like way down here in this type of business. $10,000 is just a really low goal. Okay, you make that goal, and then what next? What do you do next? Or some people's goal is to quit their job. I haven't heard of anybody that was ever in an MLM company that the goal wasn't to quit my job. Now, I know some people that are in MLM companies that they've been working at it for 10 years and they still haven't quit their job. What happens when you do get to that point, though, and you do quit your job, and you're making whatever the goal is that you set, whether it's $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, you're making that, but you quit your job, and then you never go above that. You never grow above that. It's because you need to set a goal, something higher. And it's not necessarily more money. It's like, what are you going to do? What do you want to accomplish in life besides make money? And this whole weekend was about more than just making money. And it was amazing to find out what people's goals and dreams and aspirations were that were not about the money. Let me relate it to you like this. Have you ever heard of an NFL player just signed, another, $900 million deal or whatever the case is, ridiculous amount, and then it's not about the money? How many times have you said that's BS? What do you mean it's not about the money? It's all about the money, right? That's why I like college sports, because they don't play for money. They play because they love the game, and professional sports sort of got away from that sometimes. But I'm convinced now, I've changed my tune after this weekend, that there's some of those athletes that when they say it's not about the money, actually mean it's not about the money. Because what are you going to do when you're done with that? For example, I'm from Kansas City. Okay, Trent Green hadn't been in playing football for Kansas City in several years, but he is about giving to the community, and he's still in this community giving of his time and doing stuff. And that's what I'm talking about when it's not about the money. So here's just a video of a 12-year-old. I do have to make a little disclaimer though. When they add it up, you don't have to be a genius and you don't have to be a math major to figure this out, because he actually calculates it wrong. It's $80 an hour, so just keep that in mind. And another disclaimer that all the results are not always the same. So yours may not be the same as a 12-year-old kid, for example. Check it out. Check out the video.